right, welcome, guys. Efrosini Adamidis here. If this is the first time that you're tuning in right now, chances are one of your good friends invited you in order to share an amazing concept with you guys. And I get the pleasure to share this information with you guys. Now, to give you a little bit of background, I came across this particular company in 2020, December 2020. I was in travel for about 11 years. We created an amazing lifestyle and traveled the world and thought life was just getting better and better. But I think if you guys can all remember, 2020, everything completely shifted. And all of a sudden we found ourselves in a situation where we had to do something to change our lifestyle, because when your income disappears, the company that you're representing all of a sudden goes through massive changes because of what happened in 2020. You kind of feel like the world shakes underneath you. But one of the things I always say, at the biggest times of crisis is also the biggest times of opportunity. So because we came across this amazing information, this company that I'm going to be sharing with you guys tonight, fast forward 2.5 years later, things are changing very, very fast for us. And the person that invited you here tonight, guys, just wants to share this gift with you guys. And I think we can all agree that the world since 2020 has been going through massive change. Inflation's gone through the roof, the cost of living has gone crazy. People that, weren't really paying attention to the cost of things are now paying attention to the cost of things, because all of a sudden our dollar or our euro is just not going as far as what it used to. But one of the things I always found is that at times like these, we always have two options. We can either wait until we freeze during the financial winter, or we can get prepared for this financial winter, because like I shared earlier, it's also a time of opportunity. So over the next half an hour or so, we're going to share with you guys two unique opportunities. We're going to show you a way that you can basically, through our lifestyle company, look your best, feel your best, experience the world, literally have more energy than you've ever had. And that's one option. The other option is that you could also have a plan B, a side hustle, as we call it, whether it enables you to earn a few extra dollars or even financial freedom. The choice is absolutely yours. What we find is that most people, they have a combination of both, because most people want to improve their health. They want to create amazing memories with people that they love. But unfortunately, what's usually preventing us from living the life that we love is usually time or money. So therefore, having an opportunity that gives you the opportunity to buy your time back, to earn an extra income, then obviously that gives you more choices. So over the next few minutes, I'm literally going to take you through all the information. And by the end of this presentation, you'll know what the right decision is for you. Whether you just want to come in and experience some of the products, or whether you want to come in and lock arms with us and build a business that enables you to recession-proof not just yourself, but your whole family, you'll know by the end of this presentation. So the name of our company is called Seacret. We're Club Seacret, and we believe that we're the secret to living, not the good life, to living your best life. Now, our company's been around for over 20 years. And one of the things that I've learned, guys, after being in this space of direct sales and network marketing for 15 years, a lot of people always ask me, how do you know when you find a good opportunity? There's so many companies out there. What are the things, the key factors you need to look for to identify whether it's the right company? So I put it down to 5 key ingredients. Number one, you're going to have the right leadership. So when we looked at Seacret, seeing that it's a 20-year-old company, debt-free, that's a huge clue, especially for a company that's done $3 billion in sales in over the last 20 years, to be debt-free and have done billions of dollars in sales. That is a clue. It's in over 40 countries. And That was the key number one for me. But the second thing is also, does it have the right industries? Is it part of an industry that is increasing or is it declining? And what I love about Seacret is spans across 3 different industries. It spans across the industry of skincare. We're doing something very unique in the skincare industry, number one. Number two, the health industry, which is a booming industry, particularly after 2020. People are paying a lot more attention to their health, right? And the third is the travel industry. And the travel industry, we know, took a massive hit in 2020, but now in 2023, it's bounced back to 2019 levels, and in some markets, even gotten even bigger. Why? Because there's a term being thrown around in the travel industry right now, which is called revenge travel. I want to take revenge for all the holidays I didn't manage to take in 2020. I want to take them now. Now, the travel industry has shifted, but I'm going to show you how to make the most of it through our unique lifestyle club. So let me take you through the first 3 parts. So number one, in terms of our skincare, we partnered up with essentially the biggest source in nature, which is the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea has been famous for thousands of years for being the number one destination for healing properties. Ever since the times of Cleopatra, it's been referred to. It was even referred to in the Bible. And what's unique about the Dead Sea is that it's visited by, it's the lowest point on Earth, and it's got 21 different minerals. 12 of them are exclusive to the Dead Sea. And this is one of the reasons that it has often been advised, if you've got any kind of skin conditions, to go and swim in the Dead Sea. Now, we know that even though it's visited by close to a couple of million people a year, it may not be as feasible for everybody in order to go. So we've taken something that is unique and created by nature. We put it in a bottle, we test it with science, we deliver it to your house, and that way we give you the wow effect that you would have swimming in the Dead Sea in your own home. Now, skincare is very clean. In fact, a lot of it is vegan and very safe to use, even for kids, which I want to show you guys in a second. So if you're one of those people that, especially for me, the last couple of years, I've become one of those people that started paying attention to what's on the label, because sometimes when you don't know and you don't understand, you don't realize you may be causing damage. Now, I was one of those people, unfortunately, that was ignorant. I didn't realize a lot of things until I started reading the label. And here's what I found. There's what we call the dirty dozen chemicals that are often used by some of the biggest skincare companies in the world. And those chemicals, unfortunately, are really not that great for us. And if you're bearing in mind that our skin is the biggest organ on our body, so whatever we apply on our skin automatically goes straight into our blood. So doesn't it make sense that if we're paying attention to what we eat to make sure we're eating healthy, then at the same time, we need to pay more attention to also what we're putting on our skin to make sure that we're putting the right things on our skin. So none of those dirty dozen chemicals are actually in our skincare. In fact, some of our products, like the number one selling product in the skincare range, which is the mud soap, is simply cold pressed mud from the Dead Sea. It's as if you literally went to the Dead Sea, grabbed some mud, apply it on yourself. Some people pay a bunch of money to have that experience. We just put it in a mud soap and send it straight to your house. This is great for combination skin. It's also very good for skin conditions. Now, of course, I would say we can't make any medical claims, but as you can see, this is some of the results, like on this little 5-year-old boy that had this skin condition. And all we did was use the mud soap on his skin for 1 week with the body butter. And that's what I said earlier, that is so clean that even a 5-year-old can use them on their face. Now, obviously, the age-defying range is not going to be appropriate for a young kid. It's always going to be appropriate for people that want to look younger. But we have something for everybody. We have the blue line, which is for all ages, all types of skin. The green line, which reverses the aging process. And then we've got the red line, which is also great for environmental damage to the skin. Now, this is one of our best-selling masks. This is called the Recover Mask, otherwise known as Botox in a box. And believe it or not, this is the same gentleman that you can see here on the screen. He's actually the uncle of one of our partners, and he's used the Recover Mask, and the first picture is 15 minutes apart. Now, he washed his face every day with the mud soap, which is good cleanser, and used the Recover Mask once a week for 6 weeks. You see, in 6 weeks, he looks like a completely different man. Now, this is another one of our best-selling masks. This is called the M4, otherwise known as the magnetic mask, because as you can see, as the lady has applied it, what she's doing is that she's going to take it off with a magnet. The mud has magnetic properties, and as she's taking it off with the magnet, it's literally getting rid of all the toxins in the skin, and the after effect is like this here that you see. This is actually my first guinea pig, my mom. She was the first person I tried the products on because firstly, she was a very heavy product user. So I really wanted to see what effect it had on her. And secondly, if you can't practice on your parents, you know, who are you going to practice on? Or are your siblings? So once she saw that results, this is literally after 15 minutes, she's now one of my best customers. So now we've got you looking better. The second part is to help you feel better. And we partnered up with Dr. Howard Cohen, who's one of the very famous around the world doctor. His philosophy is prevention is better than cure. So he's got one of the biggest private natural health clinics in California, 6 to 12 months waiting list just to see him, trained over 50 doctors, treated thousands of patients. And what he's realized is that, you know, we all know what we need to do in order to be healthy. Like we know, for example, coffee is bad for you, gluten's bad for you, alcohol is toxin. But the thing is, telling someone don't drink, don't have coffee, don't have sugar, we know people are not going to do that. Now, of course, nothing is as powerful as having a nice, healthy regime, a nice, healthy diet. But what he's created is he's created this nutritional line that is designed to help you to become stronger and healthier. Our nutritional line is organic, vegan, non-GMO, raw. So it's the vegetables in it are cooked below the temperature that takes the nutrients out of it, as close to nature as possible. Anybody that understands nutritional supplements, the one thing that they always say when they read the label is, my goodness, I've never seen anything so clean. And the reason they're being created is to help to combat some of the biggest complaints that people have to doctors. Number one, lack of energy. You know, waking up in the morning, feeling exhausted. Now, lack of energy sometimes is a direct result of an acidic environment produced in the body. The more alkaline our system is, the less acidic it is. And the less acidic it is, the less inflammation, therefore less inflammation, less disease. Now, energy is a byproduct of taking our green caps. Our green caps is 16 green vegetables. So once you take them, it's like putting oxygen straight into your system. So that way, that also gives you energy. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, if you or anybody you know struggles with sleep, we know sleep is actually one of the best doctors as well. If you've ever had a serious injury, you probably noticed that you tend to sleep more if you're actually sick or recovering from something, because it's your body's way of healing itself. Now, if you've suffered from sleep deprivation, you also know that also causes a lot of health issues. So Booster is very powerful at helping to boost the pH levels in the system. It also has magnesium in it, which helps to relax the body and aids in better quality sleep. But what I love the most about it is that it really helps with acidity as well. So if you're like me, like, you know, right now it's summer, you tend to go out in the summer more, meet up with more friends, have a few cocktails, things like that. You get home and your body's thinking, what did you do, right? take the boosters help with that acidity in the body. It's almost like the booster creates a shield around your cells, protecting it from the toxins that you've just basically put into your body. Therefore, your recovery process is much better. And with any discomfort, my goodness, this product here, Recovery, it's my ultimate favorite product. I never leave home without it. It's always in my bag, in my pocket. Why? Because Recovery helps you recover from anything you need to recover from. I actually, a couple of years back, I was a kickboxer back in the day, and I did some damage to the ligaments, like you do. And this combined with the car accident, unfortunately left me with a knee injury to the point that I was basically, I was not in a good state. I was, how do you say it? Limping when I was walking, struggled with stairs, going up the stairs, going down the stairs. I couldn't do more than 3,000 steps without feeling the huge discomfort. Went to physios, went to chiros. I tried so many things, but I remember when I actually met Dr. Cohen, and I said to him, what is recovery for? And he said to me, is there anything you need to recover from? And I'm like, yeah, you could say that. So he said, all right, here, take this. He gave me 3. He's like, come and see me in 15 minutes. And I'm thinking, I know some of you guys watching this are probably thinking what I was thinking at the time, where I'm like, yeah, right. Like, come on, like a year of physio and this and that. But 15 minutes later, all of a sudden I felt that I could bend my knee without that huge discomfort that I was experiencing. And I went into the doctor. I'm like, you healed me. He's like, no. I'm simply helping your body recover, to heal itself. Because what it does is that when you take this tablet, it's all natural, but it has a chemical reaction that creates molecular hydrogen in your system. Guys, I kid you not, go Google benefits of molecular hydrogen for humans and also for animals too. And you realize the power of this, and we're literally the #1 company in the world that has molecular hydrogen in a supplement form as clean as it is. Other companies have tried, nobody comes even close to what we've actually got. So I've seen this literally become a miracle product for a lot of people. Again, not making any medical claims. Here's one thing that I've learned from Dr. Cohen. Products are clean, they're safe to use. The best thing to do, try them for yourself and see the results for yourself. Now, we also got Curb, which helps to curb the appetite if you get cravings for sweet, for salty cravings. That really helps with that. If you have any kind of intolerances, let's say you're gluten intolerant, dairy intolerant, myself, I'm gluten intolerant. So I went to Italy, okay? Actually, I had dinner with Dr. Cohen, which was an amazing experience. Right before we were about to have dinner, and I'm looking at him to see what he's ordering, because I'm like, if he orders pasta, then it's okay for me to have pasta in front of him, So we both ordered pasta. Right before the pasta arrived, we both take out the digestics. Straight away we take it. And what that does is that it actually helps to break things down in your system. So that way you don't get that uncomfort feeling that sometimes you may get when you're intolerant of something and you have what you're intolerant to. And of course, last but not least, our Immunix, which is great to support the immune system, especially in today's world that we live in. So if, let's say, you're in a stage in your life where you would love to change something in terms of your health, whether that means improving your health, improving your fitness, getting rid of a few kilos or anything like that, we've actually got a Club Fit challenge that you can speak to the person that invited you. You can participate in that. This is a very, very powerful 6-week challenge. I've done it. It was very effective for me. In fact, I'm getting ready to do it in a couple of weeks when I come back from my next trip. And what I loved about it is that it wasn't just literally telling you, here's what you can eat and here's what you can't eat. It was educating you about the right food combinations, why certain foods give you energy, why other foods take energy away from you. So I kind of feel like for those 60 days that we're a part of, and we partnered up with a very well-known nutritionist that literally the same course, if you were to go direct with her, you would pay $1,000 for this. And we charge less than a couple of $100, including your nutritional supplements as part of that. You download everything on the app and you get part of a support structure that helps you through this 60-day challenge. And of course, it also has a bunch of prizes as well. So last but not least, experiencing the world. So now you're looking better, you're feeling better. What better ways than to go and build some amazing memories with people that you love, show off your new body, right? And let's face it, guys, you know, one of the things that that I've learned is that the only thing that we're going to take with us when our time is up, and nobody knows when our time is up, is the memories that we create. So what we've done is that we've created a very unique travel and lifestyle club, and the travel aspect of it as part of your membership, as part of the club benefits, is you get access to this members portal that gives you access to whatever prices we get on villas, condos, accommodation, hotels, flights, car rentals. Those savings are passed on to our members. So helping your money to go further as you book your trips. Now, over 1 million types of accommodation available. Some examples and some great deals is like this one in Dubai, 67% off. As you can see, the Encore in Vegas, 31% off. Santorini, love Santorini, best sunset in the world, 37% off. And there's so many great deals where you can create your own trip. It's a la carte, the first part. Or let's say you're undecided, you don't know where to go, and you want to see a menu of bucket list destinations. This is the Escapes, where the company takes care of everything. In fact, if you get together a bunch of friends, 10 people or more, you have a menu of 80 different escapes that you can choose from. You can customize it and make it flexible dates. And literally the company will help you to access the hotel deals, activities, even send your host if you've got a bunch of people on there. And some examples, I mean, you see Mexico 5 nights, a couple of $100, Thailand 7 nights, $549, Greece 10-day cruise, $1,300, and the list goes on and on. Now, people say to me, are flights included with the price? And I'm like, seriously? What do you think? Like Mexico 5 nights, a couple of $100? Maybe if you kind of like, you know, stowed yourself under the wheel, maybe. No, and like on a serious note, we don't include flights with our packages. You can add the flights from your own booking portal, because if you're going to go all the way to Mexico, let's say from London and Cyprus, you might not want to go for 5 nights. You might want to go do an escape for 5 nights, then go book an extra 2-3 nights in Miami, for example, because maybe you're flying to Miami on the way there, and really create your own trip. And to give you an idea, this was a trip that we did recently in Venice, Italy. We started a beautiful hotel that was like a palace. So we had been in the family for several generations. And as a peak experience, one of the things that we did as an add-on was take 140 of our team members, rent out a bunch of gondolas, as you can see here in the video, and we just cruised the canals. And that was such a unique peak experience because it was around carnival season. So even some of our members even got dressed up in those traditional outfits, as you can see here. And everybody was looking at us. And when we were standing in front of the cathedral as well in the square, and we're taking pictures with our banners, everybody was asking, you know, where are you guys from? Like, how do I join this amazing community? Because you can see there in front of the cathedral, a bunch of different people. And later on, so many different flags and so many different countries. And guys, you know, one of the things that I've learned is that sometimes when people come into our club, they come in for the products or the travel and lifestyle, they're coming for the business. But the unique thing that we have that I believe you can't find anywhere else is the community aspect. because we live in such a crazy world these days. To be surrounded with like-minded people and build amazing memories where people are lifting each other up, that is something that is very, very unique, and people are hungry for that these days. So that gives you a little bit of a flavor, as you can see, guys. And if you're into sports, many sporting events as well that we do, that we have access to, even VIP experiences, box tickets, discounts, and so on. All of these that you've just seen right now for the last 20 minutes or so, it's just 43 euros a month. That's it. Now, on top of that, is another option, which is Club Seacret Plus, that gives you all of these that you've seen, and of course, up to 40% discount on the products that you buy. And what we've done is we introduced Club Seacret Plus literally a couple of weeks ago. That gives you Club Seacret that you would normally pay 43 euros for per month, plus $100 product credit every single month to use on whatever products that you want to buy every month. So firstly, for that price, it's like you got Club Seacret for free, because it also includes free shipping once per month, every single month, anywhere in Europe. Now, as you can see here as well, we also are giving a free getaway on your 12-month anniversary. Now, I know you're thinking, what is a getaway? It's a free trip, guys, which I'm going to tell you exactly how that works. But let me just take you through the second part right now. So you've seen the first part. You can literally come in, be a member of the club, enjoy all these benefits and nothing else to it, and buy the products as and when you need it. But if you're like me and how I was in 2020, where I needed something to change in my life, then I said to myself, well, it makes sense for me to also be a secret agent. Firstly, I like the sound of that. Secondly, because I was looking for a way to supplement the income that I had lost. And I understood the power of having an income that wasn't linear. You were not just exchanging time for money, but you were also leveraging time and money, which I'll explain to you shortly. So for 43 euros once a year, you become a secret agent. You choose a pack in order to kickstart your business. We have 3 different packs to choose from. We got the preview pack, which is a taster of the skincare or the nutrition. We got the power pack, which is the first 2 packs combined with an extra discount. This is our most popular pack. And on top of that, we have the professional pack. So if you're like me, you're like, you know what, Efrosini, I'm the mindset, if I gotta do anything, I need to do all in, right? So that was my mindset. This is the reason I bought the professional pack, because I said to myself, you know, I want to have a testimonial on every product. And the only way to do that is to actually experience every product. So here you get over 3,500 euros worth of products for a couple of thousand euros. And what our company does, which is absolutely crazy, check this out. You get a pack, you get a trip. You get 3 different trips in order to choose from. All you pay is $99 activation fee on top of the cost of your pack. And we'll either give you a cruise for 2 people, flexible dates, over 200 cruises to choose from. You pay the port fees and taxes, of course. We can never escape that one. And guys, this is just something that is like, I've seen our Hungarian team that were literally taking advantage of this in April, where they took a bunch of them on a 7-night cruise. I believe it left from, if I remember, from Germany, went down to Rotterdam, it did Paris, it did a bunch of different places for 7 nights. We also know that on a cruise, meals are included. Drinks are extra, of course, but meals are included. And all of these, they literally paid something like $100 a person for the port fees and taxes. So this is absolutely crazy. Now, if you're not into cruises, we also have the option of a 7-night hotel stay. Here you have 1,000 different resorts to choose from. You can book a villa from 2 until 8 people. And this is very cool, because let's say you book a villa for like 8 people, you can tell your friends, hey guys, accommodation is on me. you guys cover the food, right? And you look like you're very generous, but essentially you got this included. Now, all these trips, guys, vary between $600 to $7,000 worth of value, which is, I don't think anybody in our profession has anything even close to this. Now, this one here is my favorite. This is called Dine and Stay Unlimited. So this is where our company gives you a choice of close to, a few hundred resorts, mainly boutique hotels all around Europe, this one. The villas is all around the world. This one's only in EU. 20 countries to choose from. They even got castles as part of this. Ski resorts, spa resorts. And here you pay for the meals, they cover the accommodation, but you don't just go once. You can go as many times as you like over the next 12 months. So if someone wants to go and do an EU hotel in France next week, and then the week after they want to go and do one in Spain, you can do that, okay? That's what this program enables you to do. And all of these, if you get a professional pack, you actually get all 3 trips. So I think that's absolutely crazy. Now, here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the next few steps, which is enabling you to understand just how you can earn an extra income by doing exactly what I'm doing right now, or exactly what the person that invited you here, which is sharing this gift with people that you care and love. Because let's face it, who do you want to travel with? People that you care and love. Who would you love to do business with? People that you care about and you love, right? And we live in a social sharing world already. We naturally, if we enjoy something, we naturally share it. If we don't enjoy something, we also share it. So through our compensation plan, you have 7 different ways that you get paid. The first 3 ways is what we call linear income. That is, you get paid for an action that you do, like having a job. You work 40 hours, you get paid for 40 hours. Okay, here if you introduce a customer through your website, or if they buy a pack, or if you achieve one of the promotions, when you do that, then our company rewards you with a commission check. Now, incomes 4 until 7. This is the income where you start getting into what we call smart income, leverage income, the kind of income that can enable you to buy your time back, that it can enable you to have more options, where you can get paid based on the efforts of not just you, but the team that you're also building. So the first part, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, is achieving Rockstar. So how do you achieve Rockstar? Very, very simple. Is you introduce 4 people that buy one of the agents pack in 4 weeks. If you do that, the 10% direct commission you normally get on the packs is doubled. So now all of a sudden, by doing that, 4 packs in less than 4 weeks, you pretty much make your initial investment back, plus you got the trip, plus you got all the products, which is a great way to start. Now, the second part is where you start getting paid based on the size of your team. The bigger the team, the bigger the income. But to give you an idea right now on the screen that you can see all the different ranks in our company and the average income at each of these ranks. So if let's say we take one of the medium ranks, which is platinum, that rank is an average of $3,300 US on a monthly basis. Now, in order to achieve that rank, you need to generate $40,000 of sales on a monthly basis. That's not you, that's also your team. Now, some people like $40,000 worth of sales. So for Cindy, that sounds like a lot. I'm like, yeah, if you're thinking it on your own, but what if you have a team of 40 people? What if that team of 40 people is just doing $1,000 sales every single month? What if you have a team of 80 people and they're doing $500 every single month? Then that's through the power of teamwork, you can build that extra income. And guys, most people, unless they don't have a choice when they start this, they're part-time. Now, if you look at Diamond, which is going further up the rank, average 9 to 12K, and it goes all the way up to Crown Royale, which is average $200,000 to $300,000 a month, plus $1 million bonus. Now, I know a lot of people sometimes look at the big incomes and they're like, Francine, I don't see that for me yet. One thing I know for sure, guys, see as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see further. I know the guy that is one of the top income earners, actually the number one income earner in the whole company. His name is Jesse McPherson. The guy was a dancer by profession. The only reason he got started in this profession is because he just wanted to make enough money to fill up his tank with gas, like the whole tank, right? That's why he got started. And now the guy makes crazy money because when he could fill up his car with gas, that his vision got bigger and kept on getting bigger. And one of the things we always say to people is that it's a business. You know, you're going to get out whatever you put in. If you're going to put in a little bit of effort, it's going to be a little bit of money. Bigger effort, bigger money. But the most important thing is we're going to give you the training to teach you step by step exactly what you need to do in order to make this work. So we do 3 trainings a year. One of the things that I learned 15 years ago when I got into this profession, guys, is my mentor said to me, Francine, if you want to build something big, number one, the best investment you can make is always in your own mind. The more you invest in your mind, the more it's going to fill up your pocket. You know, start with the mind first. And he said, the second thing is, he said to me, is that the trainings are non-negotiable. He goes, never miss a training. And every time you go to training, always make sure you have more people at that training than what you did at the last one. He goes, between the trainings, you're going to do addition in your team. At the trainings, this is where multiplication begins. Now, you know, in my first year in this profession, going back a few years ago, I literally went to the training by myself, the first training by myself, started growing a team little bit by little bit. It took me 4 months to build a team of about a couple of hundred people, and I thought I was a superstar. But then I took about a dozen people to a training, a 2-day training like this. And literally 4 of those people were the right people. Within 2 months after that training, I had 800 people join my team. That's when I started realizing multiplication. So ever since then, I've just literally built my business from training to training. Now, this training here, we have Eric Grzybowski, one of the best trainers that our company has, very, very talented, huge passion. And what I love about him is that he's very much nuts and bolts. He'll show you step by step exactly what you need to do to build this with energy, urgency, and also with fast results. And joining him is Carrie Schneider. She's one of the top female income earners in the whole world right now, an amazing lady, also background in network marketing. Guys, in the outside world, to spend 2 days with 2 people that have made multiple 7 figures, it will cost you a few thousand to be in the room with them. But we do our trainings and net prices just like our products. So right now, there's a special offer on the trainings. It's only $200 for a ticket. Sorry, 200 euros instead of 300. So get your ticket ASAP. And here's what I want to finish off with. Just a couple of people that we worked with. Amazing stories. Stalo, she's married to one of my best friends, my brother from another mother, I call him. And I went to her house in order to present to my best friend. He was in a different space in his life. And he wasn't as open at the time, but she was. She saw the presentation, she decided to get started. And the main reason she decided to get started was 2 things. Number one, because she understood the importance of having quality products. She was very big on clean products for her family. She's a vegan. But the second reason is because even though her and her husband earned a very decent income in their jobs, they had just recently found out that the apartment that they've been renting for many, many years, that was their home, is the landlord wanted them back. And all of a sudden they needed to go move out. But rents had really changed since then. Looking at the possibility of buying a house was not really an option. But because of this business and because she was able to apply herself consistently, after a couple of years, she was able to get to the point of building a couple of €1,000 per month. And that enabled her to be in a position where she paid for the majority of the renovation of the home that she lives in right now with her family, and she's done a phenomenal job at that. But this is because she was consistent with it. Gabor, amazing story. He's a top leader in Hungary. Gabor had a background of real estate. Unfortunately, due to an accident that almost left him paralyzed for several years, he found himself in a situation where he lost pretty much almost everything. But through network marketing and this amazing profession, he was able to build his life back and not only be able to get back most of the assets that he lost in the first place, but now be in a position where he's actually in a situation where he can help people as well to change their life, because you can't lead someone to a place that you've never been. Once you walk the path, then it's, of course, it's up to us in order to show other people the path. So that's myself and my business partner. We've been in this industry for 15 years, as I shared with you guys earlier. And we've built it to the level of Blue Diamond, which is a pretty nice level. But guys, the thing is that we have a very big vision with this. I believe that in Europe right now, we're literally just getting started still. There's millions and millions of people that haven't heard about Seacret yet, but all I know is that it's a matter of time before they do. And you guys are some of the first people to see these. Now, the person that invited you, they're not a professional salesperson. They're not going to sit there and, call you and try to pressure you into doing something if this doesn't resonate with you. But if this resonated with you, like with most people it does, then it's just simply going to come down to a very, very simple decision. What do you want more of in your life? Do you want to get more time? Do you want to improve your health? Do you want to improve your finances? And the question is that if, let's say, you're in that situation where you want to improve your health, improve your finances, improve your life, if you keep doing what you're doing today, what's the next 12 months going to look like? I remember that question I got asked 15 years ago when I was working 80 to 100 hours a week, and I was very, very time poor. And I always hoped for things to change, but one thing that I realized that if I didn't do something different, I wouldn't get something different. So when I saw this profession, I said to myself, you know what? Why not? What have I got to lose? Let's face it, to have a business, 43 years a year, come on, it's not even a lunch these days. To get a package with products, those are products you're going to use anyway. I mean, if you can go and buy your products at better prices, a better quality, why would you go spend your money in a supermarket or a shopping mall when you can spend it in your own shop and at the same time help your business? So for me, that was a complete no-brainer. And I want to simplify this for you. Right now we're pretty much almost done with the presentation, and the person that invited you is going to ask you A, B, or C. A means Efrosini, shut up, I've got everything that I need. I am all in. I want to improve my life, health, wealth, happiness. But at the same time, I want to get paid doing it, right? So that's A. B is, I love it, but I've got some questions. We're here to help you get your questions answered. Speak to the person that invited you. If there's any way that I can support in any sort of way, feel free to reach out to me on social media with the person that invited you. C is, I love it at first, I just want to be a customer. I want to experience some of the products, and then who knows what's going to happen down the track. And that's cool for us as well. Just get back to the person that invited you, let them know what is the kind of products that you want to experience. Do you want to improve how you look? Do you want to improve how you feel? Or do you want to, build some amazing memories with people that you love, or all of the above? Guys, you've seen all the information that you need. In the next 45 minutes, I'm also going to have my business partner, Melanie Aristido, go through some powerful information that will show you step by step how to build this business to a high level by learning one of the most important skills that you need to learn that's going to help you to grow your business. So literally, if you get started right now, we can get you to be on that training webinar and you can start making money from tonight. One thing that I've seen, guys, is over and over again, as the world keeps changing and the cost of inflation is going up and up and up and up, and people's incomes are staying the same, right? There's a gap that is being created right now. And there's two things in order to fill that gap. right? Number one is to compromise on the quality of life that you're leading. Compromise on your lifestyle, saying, you know what, since inflation's going up, maybe I can't go out to dinner as many times. Maybe I need to downsize the house that I live in. Maybe I need to change my car. That's one way to do it, to deal with these challenging times. Here's one thing that I've learned. A better way is, instead of compromising your quality of life, guys, find a way to fill the gap. Fill the gap, maintain the quality of your life, and then upgrade your life. That's all within your control, because now you've seen the opportunity to do it, but what you do with it is 100% within your control. Thank you for tuning in, guys. We look forward to seeing you in Athens at our next event, or hearing the story that you're going to create. Thank you for tuning in.